News Radio 600 WMT.
On the morning show, Doug Wagner with you. 70 degrees now, cloudy skies at Broadcast Park here. We're talking with Dr. Mimi Secor. And if I read all the letters after your name designation, we'd be here all day and wouldn't have any opportunity. She's a nurse practitioner and a fitness and health advocate, author of Debut and New You, Transforming Your Life at Any Age. Dr. Secor, welcome to the morning show. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and I knew I had to make a change in my life. To this point, I'm down 90 pounds, and
wow.
I feel healthier than I've ever felt before. But I know things can get better. Help me. I need 50-plus suggestions for my exercise.
50? Oh, my goodness.
Well, no, I need, for me, I'm 52, so I need suggestions for my exercise. Please help me.
You're a young adolescent. Comparatively.
That's what my fiance tells me. I'm a young adolescent.
Well, it's really important when people, men or women, over 50, consider exercise, especially if they haven't exercised in a while. That's not you. First reminder is see your primary care provider. You may need a stress test to make sure your heart's okay. Mm-hmm. There may be some special advice that you need. The other thing I'm really a big advocate for in the over 50 crowd is thinking about hiring a trainer. Do you learn technique properly? Or even a physical therapist if you have major issues with your body,
right,
like major hip pain, major back pain. You don't want to just go out and try to run a marathon. That's a definite don't.
Yeah,
and I see it all the time.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. People try to do that. They think, I'm 25. No, you're not. You're double that. Hey, I've got a question for you because so many people, what they'll do is they'll go out and they'll buy all these gadgets and they'll buy these shoe inserts and they'll buy this and that. Is this something you need to consult with your trainer or your medical professionals before you start grabbing on all this stuff?
Only if you have specialized needs. If you have real problems with your feet, then you might need to have a foot consult.
Right.
But otherwise, you just want to make sure your sneakers are new. You should not be, if you're running or jogging, you should not have shoes that are more than 6 months old. Mm-hmm. So you can pull the insert out, write with a magic marker the date you buy them, and put it in your calendar. They may still look great. For mowing the lawn, they're probably fine. Mm-hmm. But if you're walking on a consistent basis, you don't want to be walking on soles that are worn out.
You know what? That is such a really good idea. The first time that I started running many, many years ago, that was one of the first things I did is I log how many miles I put on each shoe, and I figured out the number of miles and the time that I had, and it was right around that 6 month time period. You're correct about that. One of the things that my chiropractor, Dr. Ben Wyant over in Motion Pain Solutions, suggested, he said, I recommend doing planking because it does so much of that core activity that you need. The core activity, really, for a lot of people who are 50 plus, that's something that you do need because you've let that go over time.
But there are so many ways to do it. And sometimes planking can be negative feedback. Okay. It can be so challenging that for folks that are over 50, it can be too much. So that's another reason to work with a PT or a trainer. What you want to do is start slow and really get some positive reinforcement going. The habit's way more important than the intensity. Planking is advanced. I've been very consistently exercising, including ab workouts, pretty much every other day for going on 7 years. Okay. And there's no way I could do planking in the beginning. So the whole idea here for your listeners is to develop a positive routine, a positive feeling about their bodies. And one of those huge missing links for many people is stretching.
Oh.
Stretching when you're over 50 is key because we get more stiff as we get older, and that can set us up for injury. And you can look on YouTube. You can learn from your trainer or your PT how to do it. I've been doing stretching consistently after workouts for the better part of a year, and I feel so much better in my hips. My whole body feels so much better.
And you know what? I'm serious. When your hips are in line and when they're good and pliable, then you're going to get so much more out of everything. We have maybe a minute left, and I apologize. It's that short of a time. Dr. Mimi Secor joining us. And I know we've had a good time talking. You're going to run into some obstacles. How do you overcome those obstacles, both mentally and physically?
Well, mentally is huge. You just keep going. But if you have pain, stop. Learn a different technique. Try a different exercise. Don't macho your way through it. And be patient with your aging body. I constantly have issues I'm working around, constantly. So we just have to accept and look forward and say, any movement's better than no movement. Any healthy choice is better than no choice. And you can turn your life around. You can debut a new you at any age. Right, Doug?
Absolutely. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm telling you what. Debut a New You, Transforming Your Life at Any Age is the name of the book by Dr. Mimi Secor, joining us here on the WMT Morning Show. Thank you for your time, and we appreciate